ballots cast in the riding of Calgary Glenmore, a tie is the last thing you'd expect. But when the votes were counted May 5th, the NDP and the PC candidates had the exact same number of votes. Today, the recount results are official, and the NDP won by the slimmest of margins. Scott McLean has more.
On election night, the winning NDP candidates were celebrating their surprise victories, while the losers were moving on. Anam Kazim wasn't able to do either. The election night results had her tied with PC incumbent Linda Johnson.
I'm in the excitement phase right now, so let's see how things go.
Now, Election Alberta's official count puts Kazim over the top by just 6 votes. But the engineer, who works for an oil drilling equipment supplier, still isn't quite ready to give her boss 2 weeks' notice.
So I've told him that, I myself am not sure how things will unfold over time. So we haven't really decided exactly how we are going to deal with it.
That's because Johnson has 8 days to decide if she will ask for a judicial recount, meaning the votes would be counted for a 3rd time.
I haven't given up yet. I have not conceded the seat yet.
Johnson says with a result this close, she has to consider it.
With my advisors, we're reviewing what our options are. 6s easily could be reversed in a recount, especially if you're reviewing spoiled ballots.
Political scientist Laurie Williams says Kazim shouldn't pack her bags for Edmonton just yet.
With the 6-vote margin, I think the voters of Calgary Glenmore want to be sure that the candidate that in fact has won is the one who's going to Edmonton.
There was also another twist in the riding that may have impacted the outcome. 719 votes were cast for Alberta Party candidate Terry Lowe, even though Lowe was forced to resign over an offensive joke just before Election Day. But it was too late to drop out, so his name stayed on the ballot.
For those who think their vote doesn't count, this really shows it does. I mean, every single vote makes a huge difference.
And Scott's here with us now. So Calgary Glenmore isn't the only riding that we've been keeping a close eye on.
Yeah, Tara, the riding of Little Bow was also very close on election night between the Wild Rose candidate and the incumbent Ian Donovan, who had actually been one of the MLAs who crossed the floor from the Wild Rose to join the PC. So the official count has the Wild Rose candidate David Schneider winning by 10 votes. Now, Donovan's loss means that not a single floor crosser was able to win re-election under the PC banner, Tara.
Now, more bad news for the PCs today, too.
Yeah, that's right. The party's going to close down its offices in both Calgary and Edmonton. They've been open for decades. So there's 13 people in both those offices. 12 of them were laid off. The party says the cost to keep the offices open is just too high and that this is one of the first steps toward rebuilding the party.
Okay, Scott, thank you. So here is a look at the final standings. The NDP has 54 seats, the Wild Rose 21, and the Tories 10.